Hello, Army. Welcome back to BTS on 7. Today, we're talking about a quiet, unplanned moment between Jimin and Jungkook that managed to say more than 1,000 carefully staged photos ever could, because sometimes the smallest glimpses into their friendship end up meaning the most. Picture this: New York City. Evening settling over the streets, the kind of low golden light that spills through restaurant windows and makes everything feel a little more intimate. Somewhere in that city, at a table tucked away from the noise outside, Jimin and Jungkook were sitting side by side, not across from each other, not spread out on opposite ends of a long table surrounded by staff and handlers, side by side, shoulders nearly touching, both leaning towards the same small light source, a phone held up between them. It's such a simple thing, isn't it? Two people looking at a phone. It happens millions of times a day all over the world, between friends, between siblings, between people who trust each other enough to lean in close without a second thought. But when it's Jimin and Jungkook doing that same small human thing, it becomes something ARMY has been waiting to see again, an unguarded, natural moment between them, caught not because it was meant to be shared, but simply because it happened. Jungkook's profile was turned toward the screen, his posture relaxed, the kind of relax that only comes from being somewhere you feel safe. Jimin, hair falling forward, leaned in just as close, his focus completely on whatever was playing or displayed in front of them. Maybe it was a video. Maybe it was a photo one of them had just taken. Maybe it was something completely mundane, a meme, a message from a friend, a highlight from earlier in the day. The specifics almost don't matter. What matters is the ease between them. There was no distance, no formality, none of the careful spacing that sometimes exists in public appearances. Just two people who have known each other for more than a decade, comfortable enough to share a single small screen and a single small moment. For ARMY who have followed Jimin and Jungkook's friendship since the earliest days of BTS, this kind of scene carries a particular weight. Their bond has always stood out. The maknae line dynamic, the late-night conversations they've spoken about in interviews, the way they've supported each other through solo promotions, military service, and everything in between. Fans often talk about how Jimin and Jungkook communicate almost wordlessly, how a glance or a nudge between them says more than a full conversation might for anyone else. And in this quiet restaurant moment, that same wordless understanding seemed to be right there on display, even though no one was performing for a camera. New York City itself has become something of a meaningful backdrop in recent months. It's a place where members have been spotted separately and together, a city that offers just enough anonymity for BTS to move through it somewhat freely, blending into the crowd in a way that's much harder back home. For Jimin and Jungkook to be there together, sharing a meal, sharing a table, sharing a phone screen speaks to something fans have been hoping for. Proof that even amid packed individual schedules, world tours, and solo projects, the friendships at the heart of BTS haven't faded. If anything, moments like this suggest they've only deepened with time and distance. Now, just beyond that quiet dinner scene, another moment was captured later that same night, or perhaps close to it, a livelier scene framed by construction barriers and city lights as a small group made their way out of a venue toward a waiting car. Among them, someone in a casual white tank top and a baseball cap stood out, chain necklace catching the light, moving through the crowd with the easy confidence of someone enjoying a night out. Around him, others in the group, staff keeping a respectful perimeter, security members positioned to guide everyone safely toward the vehicle. It had the unmistakable energy of a night that started with quiet conversation and unfolded into something more social, more relaxed, the kind of evening where friends move from one place to the next without the rigid structure of a schedule dictating every minute. Whether that second moment was a direct continuation of the dinner or a separate gathering entirely, many fans online have connected the dots, speculating that this may have been a broader night out involving multiple people close to the group. Of course, without official confirmation, this remains speculation. Some ARMY believe the two moments are linked, forming one continuous evening, while others think they may simply be coincidental sightings from around the same period. Either way, the online reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Within hours, fan accounts were sharing side-by-side comparisons, zooming in on details, trying to piece together the timeline, the location, and who exactly made up the rest of the group. Comment sections filled with heart emojis, disbelief, and no shortage of fans saying they'd been waiting for a moment exactly like this. What makes candid moments like these resonate so deeply isn't just the visual itself, it's everything that visual represents. It's years of history compressed into a single unguarded second. It's the reminder that behind the choreography, the album releases, the world tours, and the meticulously planned content, there are still two people who grew up together, who trained together, who debuted together, and apparently still choose to spend a quiet evening together whenever their schedules allow it. That kind of continuity means something, especially during a period when BTS as a group has spent so much time apart, each member navigating individual projects, military service, and solo growth. Some fans have pointed out how natural the body language looked. No stiffness, no self-consciousness, just two friends completely at ease. Others have focused on the setting itself, appreciating that even amid intense public attention, Jimin and Jungkook still seem to find spaces where they can simply exist without performance. And a number of fans have shared how emotional it was just to see proof, however small, that the friendship fans fell in love with years ago is still very much alive. Of course, as with most candid moments involving idols, there's an ongoing conversation online about privacy, about the ethics of capturing and sharing private moments, and about giving artists room to live outside the spotlight even when they're recognizable everywhere they go. It's a conversation worth having, and many fans have been thoughtful about balancing their excitement with respect for Jimin and Jungkook's personal space. Appreciating a glimpse into their friendship doesn't mean losing sight of the fact that at the end of the day, they're allowed moments that are simply theirs. Still, for ARMY who have spent years supporting this friendship from a distance, catching even a small, fleeting glimpse of Jimin and Jungkook enjoying each other's company, unscripted and unbothered, offers something genuinely comforting. It's a reminder that no matter how big BTS becomes, no matter how far solo careers stretch each member in different directions, the connections formed over more than a decade together don't just disappear. They show up in the small things: a shared glance at a phone screen, a comfortable silence, a night out that doesn't need to be explained or justified to anyone. So that's the story behind this quietly touching moment between Jimin and Jungkook, a reminder that even the smallest, simplest scenes can carry the biggest emotional weight when it comes to a friendship this many fans have loved and followed for so long. If this brought a smile to your face, give this video a like and drop a comment below telling us what you think about this Jimin and Jungkook moment. Don't forget to subscribe to BTS on 7 and turn on notifications so you never miss another Jimin update. Thank you so much for watching, ARMY. We'll see you in the next one.